Okay, I have MetaTrader pulled up. We're going to have to work with this indicator just a little bit to get to show up better. Open up the first chart here. Go ahead and put them on the daily. Now, I said it's under indicators. There's Alligator. I drag them to the chart. It's blue, red, and lime. The blue's not really showing up very well. Let's right click here on properties, and let's take our background and see, find a different color here. Well, that looks really bad. Okay, let's go white and black. Okay, we're having trouble seeing the green, so let's change our bar colors. Make that blue and make that red. Maybe that'll help. Okay. Alright, well, not the best in the world. You can always experiment with your own colors. Now let's save this as a template so we can pull it up quickly. Right click, templates, save template. And we'll call this Alligator. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull up. Well, let me show you that it's fixed. We're going to pull up 4 charts as we've done before. I try to keep doing the same things over and over again so you can follow along. I know some of you have never used MetaTrader before. Let's put them all on the daily. Okay, right click, Alligator, and we keep doing this over and over again. Whoops. Go up here to Windows, tile vertically, and there we have it. 4 charts. Okay, let's do a quick review. Now, the 13 is represented by the blue. The 8 is represented by the red. And the 5 is represented by the green. Now, we don't care if it's teeth, lips, or jaw, or tail, or whatever. We're just interested in the periods at the moment. Okay, so let's expand this chart. We see that we have our green, our red, and our blue. Blue's a 13. The red is the 8. And the green is the 5. So this is stacked for long. Let's take off auto scroll, run this back. Using the F12 button, let's step this forward just a little bit. Let me bring the chart up just a little bit closer. Okay, let's start right here. We see that we have the green above the red and the red above the blue, but it has touched just a little bit. So let's see if this expands some more. Yeah, it expanded just a little bit. So this would be, according to the Alligator, a possible entry signal. Well, it looks like that didn't work out. When the green and the red change positions. Now the red's above the green. That would be a good time to exit. So we should have been thinking about exiting right here. Okay, let's go a little further and see what we can find. Okay, here we have an arrangement of the blue above the red and the red above the green. So it's blue 13, red 8, and green 5. Stacked for short. The actual signal be right there. That's kind of late. Let's see what happens. Not too bad. We have the green going back above the red, so we should have been thinking about taking some profit right there. Okay, let's start going forward here. Okay, we see we have the green above the red. Okay, now we have the 3 stacked for long. That worked out pretty good. It had a bit of a drawdown here. And using the fastest of the 2 averages, we should be thinking about taking some profit off the table right there. Well, anyway, it's neat how this indicator works. Let's pull up the forward together again and see what we think about picking out the trend. Again, my goal is for you to, maybe come up with a new indicator that you like. So this maybe introduce you to some different ideas. Okay, now we're getting a lot of information, more than we have previously, looking at just the 200, looking just at the 150. We can clearly see that if you go back here in time, there wasn't a strong trend on from May 14th to June to July. Then we see it start to evaporate just a little bit. So you can clearly see the health of the trend pretty good. So this indicator is great for, let's back out some. That didn't help, no. The indicator is really good for picking out the trend of the market. And the more evenly separated the 3 indicators are, the 3 smooth moving averages are, tells you how great the trend is, how strong the trend is. So how does the alligator stack up to the rest of them? Well, it pulls ahead. It does provide an entry. If you do further research and backtest this further, you will see that it does provide a pretty good entry, but it's not fast enough in my opinion. The exit signal is much better. It does give a good exit signal. It does show momentum, limited. The character and health, it's no better than plotting 2 moving averages. Well, okay, so I've introduced you to an interesting indicator for you to try out. This concludes this discussion of the alligator indicator. I thank you for taking time to join me today, and I will get back to you again very soon. Thank you very much.